So what's the Grape Explorer talking about today? Well, we love wines that are from obscure regions. Maybe not obscure. To some people, really don't know certain areas of France. So Grape Explorer is here to highlight some of those areas. Today we're talking about Cahors wine. Cahors, where is that? So let's look at it on transit map. Cahors is all the way over in this neck of the woods here. Right here. So we got Cahors. And of course, we got Bordeaux here. And what this is called is Southwest France. In French, they say Sud-Ouest. Sud-Ouest is Cahors, Madiran. These are the finest wines in the Southwest. But guess what? The grapes are a little different here. But this was the birthplace of Malbec. Of course, everybody knows Malbec from Argentina. But in the 14th century, the Malbecs were considered to be what they call the black wine because the color was so dark and impenetrable. So those wines historically from Cahors this was the area where it was called the nirvana of Malbec. Malbec actually ended up in the 15th century with Spanish missionaries settling into Argentina, taking those grapes from France and planting them in Argentina. Now today, of course, it flourishes in that climate, that soil. But this is historically where Malbec was born. It was born in Cahors. And we have a nice chateau here called Pech Sirech. And Pech Sirech is a property that we represent here in New York and New Jersey. This is 100% certified organic. Now, by the rules, you have to be at least 80% Malbec. So they put a dash of Merlot, 20% into the final cuvee. And then they create a really, really good blend. Pech Sirech's an interesting property. It's the highest elevation in all of Cahors. So usually when you get that high elevation, you get in that mountain kind of like stone fruit that really just jumps right out in the glass. So when you smell this wine, you get all that brambly kind of fruit that sometimes you get in California when you smell like Howell Mountain Cabernet. You can get that kind of brambly Cabernet. You do get that here too because it's got all those nuances of that mountain kind of fruit. But when you taste this wine, you can taste a lot of the components of the Malbec. This is a gorgeous bottle of wine, by the way. And it flies under the radar. These wines are normally, under $25 a bottle, but they're really, really well made. This is certified organic. So if you look at this little flag here, that means organic by the EU. And of course, we can't call it organic in America because on the label, it cannot state organics, but they cleverly put the organic flag over here. So if anybody's out in the marketplace and they see this type of a flag here, that is a European signal for organic certified wines. And so what does that mean, organics? That means no pesticides, no chemicals, no herbicides. All of those bad things that if we actually drank a bottle of wine and it had herbicides and chemicals in the soil, it gets into the vine and the grape, and then it goes into the wine. That's not good for everybody. So moving forward, we're going to be talking about a lot about organic wines. And the French right now are the cutting edge. This is all serious properties that you have to wait at least, I would say, 8 years before you get this certification where you can actually call yourself certified. It's very expensive, it's very time consuming, but it's worth it at the end, isn't it? Because we all want beautiful wines that don't have any chemicals in the process. Again, this is the Grape Explorer talking about grapes and talking about great wine.